Part 1 of this series demonstrated how the outbound email process works in a properly functioning instance. This video covers troubleshooting, where the sys email record is in the outbox but doesn't get sent out. Symptoms of trouble at this stage include users reporting that they did not receive expected email notifications, or email messages remain in the outbox for a long period. Here are some common causes for email not being sent. The user's email notifications have been disabled, mail sending isn't enabled on the instance, or if you're using your own mail server, the outgoing mail properties aren't configured correctly. Something could be wrong with the SMTP sender scheduled job, or that job could be busy sending many email messages or large email messages. One of our users, Joe Employee, complained that he's not receiving email notifications. So let's check the notifications setting on his user record. It looks like Joe disabled email notifications and then forgot about it. So when the system did exactly what it was supposed to do, that is, not send notifications, he thought it was a problem. There! He won't get that missing notification, but from now on it should work fine. Here's what happens when a user disables email notifications. If that user is the only recipient for a particular notification, a sys email record will not be created at all and no notification will be sent. If there are also one or more recipients whose notifications are enabled, the notification will be sent to them, but not to users with disabled notifications. If we suspect that our instance really isn't sending email as it should, we can test it by performing an action that should result in an email notification. We know there's a notification that generates a sys email record for the caller when an incident is commented. So we'll add a comment here, and Joe Employee should be notified. As expected, a sys email record was created in the outbox, but after a couple of minutes, it isn't moving on from there. The SMTP sender scheduled job runs every minute and should have sent it by now. When email appears to be stuck in the outbox, check the Email Properties page. First, make sure Email Sending is enabled. It's controlled by this checkbox, which could have become disabled by someone deliberately or accidentally clearing it, or by default on a newly cloned instance. After a clone, mail sending is automatically disabled because we don't want the newly cloned instance sending out notifications during testing. Regardless of how email sending got disabled, before enabling it, always make sure there isn't a huge backlog of emails from days or weeks ago to go out. First, we'll want to remove the Created on Today filter criteria. So in this example, we have an email we wish to send, but we can just delete this test email since we don't really want to send it to anyone. Any type send ready email will be sent when the SMTP sender runs. So let's go back to make sure email sending has been enabled. Another thing we want to do is make sure our SMTP email account is active. If you're using your own mail server, make sure you configure your SMTP email account accordingly. Also, we check the state of the SMTP sender scheduled job. In order to process notifications in the outbox, its state must be ready, but ours is running and has been for some time. A running state could be normal for a while, even 10 minutes. Sometimes it indicates that the SMTP sender scheduled job is processing a backlog of email messages or large email messages. This link takes us directly to that scheduled job. If the state is anything but ready, you can reset it to ready. Let's see if that did the trick. The email message has moved on from the outbox. And yes, it's been processed, so outbound email is now functioning properly. For more information, please consult our product documentation, knowledge base, or podcast, or ask a question in the ServiceNow community.